Hey there you guys, it's Stallion11 here. So I haven't made a video on my channel for a couple weeks already, and neither have I made a video on my bearded dragons. So we do have 5 bearded dragons. We've had bearded dragons for a couple years already, but just today I decided to make video on them, and hopefully I'll start making more videos more often. But yeah, you guys, here's my setup on my bearded dragons, and right away I could tell that you guys are probably thinking that the substrate I'm using for them could be harmful, but I can tell you straight out, this is not harmful for my bearded dragons. We've used this substrate ever since we had bearded dragons, and it hasn't been harmful for them at all. So this might be harmful for a baby bearded dragon since they are small, but for adults, you don't really got to worry about that. Well, at least I don't worry about that because I've been using this ever since I had bearded dragons, and it's not harmful for them. And local pet shop here that I go to often, the guy that works there knows a lot about bearded dragons, and he even told me that this is not harmful at all for adult bearded dragons. So that's what I use for the substrate. So yeah, you guys, but this is my setup. I have 2 bearded dragons in here. And as you see, the one right on top, which is trying to go to sleep, is my female. She looks like a normal. I'm not really sure, but that's my female. She's around 18 inches and 3 years old. And down here in the bottom, we have my male bearded dragon. So as you guys can see, he's a lighter color than the female. But I've had these 2 paired up for almost a year already. That I've had them paired up, so they understand each other, so they're used to being together. So this setup, I have it in my room, and I'll show you guys the other 3 bearded dragons that we have in a while. But yeah, you guys, this is just a 55-gallon tank here. I mean, it's pretty long. The only thing I don't really like is the space inside. As you guys can see, it's not really wide. And I do have 2 bearded dragons, so that's one of the reasons I don't really have many decorations in here. As you guys can see, I just have a piece of bark so they can go and lay on whenever they want to go down, and a big stick here so they can go as their basking spot, which they usually do. But other than that, I don't really have that much decorations. Their water bowl and their food bowl, they just ate earlier, and I don't really feed them at night. I feed them next morning. But yeah, you guys, this is a simple setup that I have here. Right here, I just have my UV light that I have there, and over here I have my heating lamp for their basking spot, which is right on this side of the tank. But other than that, this is a simple setup, you guys, for these 2 bearded dragons. But what I do want to do is I want to transfer them to another tank that I have. Well, not a tank, it's just a big cage specially built for my bearded dragons, which we did build. So hopefully by this weekend we'll be putting them in there because it does have a lot of floor space. So that's what we'll be doing next. But I don't. If I do that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put them in my room because it's pretty big, and I don't really want to take too much space out of my room. So for now, this is pretty good for them. So yeah, you guys, these are they're both 3 years old. My male is also around 18 inches, and my female laid her last clutch on March 13. Was the last time she laid her clutch, her last clutch, and we don't have them with us. We actually sold them to a friend of ours, and he has them incubated right now. But her next clutch we will be keeping, and I'll be updating you guys on that, and I'll be showing you guys how to incubate them, and how to take care of the eggs, and how to make sure the female, how to make a spot suitable for the female to lay her eggs. So we'll be having that upcoming. But for now, here are my 2 bearded dragons. So for now, I'm going to show you guys my other 3 that I have, which are not in my room, so I have to go to the living room. They're actually in the living room, and I'll do that for you guys. But for now, here are my 2. Alright, you guys, so here are my 3 bearded dragons in a separate tank that I have them in over in the living room. As you see, this one is pretty big, has enough floor space for the 3 of them. And again, I'm using the same substrate for them, which is not harmful for them at all, like I mentioned. But this tank is pretty big for them. It's 4 foot long and 2 feet high. We actually decided on the dimensions for them, but here it is. You see over here, taking a nap. We have our male bearded dragon. He's taking a nap, so we're not gonna have a very close look at him. Hopefully, by tomorrow, I'll have a better, closer look at him when he's right awake. And over there in the corner, I have my 2 females, which are in their basking spot right now. So all 3 of these are Sandfires, and this one on the right is actually pretty big. She's actually pretty bigger than the male. And the one right on top of the piece of tree is actually smaller. But these 2 females actually laid their clutch last month. They actually laid their clutch, just like my other female. So we won't be seeing them lay their next clutch in a while. But when they do, we'll be updating you guys on that. But they are pretty nice bearded dragons that they are. This is my little girl, very small that she is. And this is my female over here. If I could reach. Alright. And again, my little male over here. So again, I don't really have a lot of decorations here either. For the same reason, since I do have 3, I don't really want to take a lot of space inside the tank. So they have enough room to walk around. And the same thing, when I'm going to feed them, I do take them out each at a time and feed them. So they can all eat normal and I know what they ate. But that's their basking spot, and over here is their cool spot where the water and food bowl's at. And these actually does have food in their plate, but I will be taking that out right now once I'm done making this video. But yeah, you guys, this was just a simple video on my bearded dragons. Hope you guys like it. Make sure you guys subscribe for more upcoming videos on my bearded dragons. And hopefully by tomorrow I'll make a video on how to how to make sure your crickets survive and how to produce more crickets. It's very simple, and I'll be updating you guys on that tomorrow. Show you guys my little setup I have for them, which is not very fancy. It's just a simple container, but I'll make sure I'll show you guys that by tomorrow. But for now, talk to you guys later. Make sure you guys subscribe, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.